Hey Libra, what's up? Welcome to your reading. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Alright, Libra, overall, 8 of Wands in reverse. So there is a lack of communication, a lack of a new beginning here, okay? You are releasing yourself from a situation. There is someone out here who is wanting to come towards you, okay? Wanting to take a leap of faith. But I feel for a lot of you, you are releasing yourself from a situation that you feel very stuck, tied, and bound to, okay? And things aren't really moving forward, which is why you're just like choosing to get out of a situation which is keeping you very stuck, restricted. All right, all this while you felt there was no way to go. All this while you felt that probably this was the only one for you, or there was nothing else. But now you're just moving forward, okay, releasing yourself. Yeah. So what's the 8 of Wands in reverse? There's a lack of communication, at least for now. So there is a person out here who wants to communicate with you, who wants to come towards you, make you an offer. This is an offer of something very stable, secure, committed out here. Alright, this person wants to take a leap of faith with you, like I said, but they lack the confidence to come towards you. You're dealing with someone out here who probably wants your attention, alright, or someone out here who's been an attention-seeking whore is what I'm getting out here. They are missing your attention, they want success with you, they want to move forward with you, but because things didn't work out in the past, it's like they have a lot of self-doubt, okay? Like, what are the chances that it'll work out again? Yeah, so, like I said, this person out here, they definitely want to come back towards you, alright, but they don't have the confidence that you will take them back. So I'm getting a lot of arrogance also, okay, overinflated egos is what I'm getting out here. They're holding back communication on purpose, alright. Alright, now in the past out here, we have the 4 of Cups in reverse. So there was a lot of remorse and regret that you let go because something you considered was a missed opportunity, okay, where you probably felt there was a lack of attention, you know, you didn't get the love and attention that you deserved from someone. Maybe someone kept breadcrumbing you, gave you bits and pieces to stay around in the connection. Let's see. 4 of Cups in reverse. Yep. There was a lack of a new beginning here. There was no commitment. And you just had to walk away because something was just not worth it, right? There was negative communication. This person kept you. Probably this person cheated on you. I can see a third party situation out here. But you just released yourself, okay? You no longer wanted to stay in a situation where you know, the painful memories, okay, where someone has made you feel betrayed or cheated and lied to. You didn't want to stay in that situation anymore, okay? For you, it's like it is what it is, alright? There's no commitment out here. This person has cheated on me. There was a third party situation here. There's negative communication. There's a lot of mind games out here. I'm out, alright? That's what you did. Now, coming right now, the current situation here, I do feel for a lot of you, you are releasing a big burden out here. Okay, so in the past, emotionally, you were trying to disconnect. Okay, emotionally, you disconnected yourself from this person. Right now, I feel that now something, maybe this person kept coming back to you, is what I'm getting out here. Now I'm getting someone out here who is literally releasing a burdensome, overwhelming situation. Okay, because something's become too much of a load. Okay, it's become like super unbearable, and you have released that situation. Let's see. And why is that? Let's see. Why is the 10 of Wands in reverse? Yeah. You wanted commitment with this person out here. Alright, you wanted commitment. There was a very strong spiritual connection with this person out here, but you just gave up. You surrendered. You had no longer inner strength. You no longer could hold on to a situation. You put in your all, okay? I'm getting for a lot of you, even if this person had a lot of love for you, they cared for you, but ultimately you were the one who had to put in the work. You were the one who always had to, you know, take up a lot of responsibilities when it came to this connection. You know, so either for a lot of you there was a breakup, a separation, and for the others of you there could have been an ending of a marriage, okay? And so there were a lot of lessons learned is what I'm getting, but then ultimately you just had to let it go. And the reason you had to let it go is because you were probably dealing with a player, you were dealing with someone who was very easy come, easy go, very in and out of your life, someone who was just not serious about the connection, okay? They probably had a lot of other options, they kept you, you know, they were very non-committal. Knight of Wands in reverse. No, I'm sorry. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Who is this Knight of Wands? Definitely someone who is just not serious about commitment. You know, very passionate energy. They'd come in, you know, with a bang, and then they would get what they want and leave. Knight of Wands, please. Yeah, you're dealing with someone out here who definitely had a lot of options. Okay, a lot of choices, a lot of options out here. There was an imbalanced situation where this person took advantage of your feelings. They took advantage of your generosity. There's someone out here who gives and gives and gives and gives. You were bending over backwards to accommodate to this person's needs, you know, making this person feel very secure. But this person did none of that. Okay, all they did is kept you waiting and kept you, you know, very confused, and you were always thinking about where you stood in this person's life, or where you were at, or you know, they always made you wait for for a lot of attention and love. You know, they just kept you choosing and kept you guessing, second guessing yourself about, are we together? You know, is this moving forward? Is this a connection? What's happening? What are we? You know, so they kept making you question yourself. Alright, but I do feel that this is someone out here who probably was, it kind of made you feel very isolated. You know, I feel this made you feel very, very isolated. You felt very lonely is also what I'm getting. Okay. Now, on your mind, okay, just one second, the cards fell. On your mind, you are releasing a connection because, like I said, you're feeling very lonely. Try for the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. It is a situation that I think a lot of you are moving towards new love. You guys are moving towards new love. This is a situation where once you had a lot of happiness, you wanted this fairy tale ending with this person, but instead of making you happy, it started draining you out emotionally. Okay, and only because you were dealing with someone here who was very inconsistent. One moment they're there, the next moment they're not. They're very good with their words, they're very good with their emotions. So when they come in, they sweep you off your feet. And once they're done with that, once they get obsessed with you, you know, they're there. And the moment they're bored, or the moment, you know, they're losing interest, they walk away. You know, for the others of you, could be dealing with someone out here who didn't want to be emotionally vulnerable. Okay, so they would say all the best things. It would seem so good to be true. You almost assumed a fairy tale ending with them, but they keep withdrawing at the end moment. Okay, so what you're doing is you're releasing yourself from this person and choosing self-love. And for the others of you, you're moving towards new love. Okay, you're manifesting new love in your life because you don't want to stay in a place where you feel abandoned and you feel rejected. Subconsciously, I do feel, what's the Seven of Wands in reverse? Let's see. Why is the Seven of Wands in reverse? Yeah. Yeah. And one more card, please. Seven of Wands in reverse. One more card. Yeah, you're fed up of waiting for this person. You're fed up of waiting for someone out here who you gave it your all. You gave this person your all, is what I'm getting out here, okay? But this person came off to be non-communicative. This person turned out to be a complete asshole. They were not communicating. They weren't making a decision. They had to use their head and make a logical choice. They weren't doing that. You know, there was no clear communication. There was no truth. So you're cutting this person off for good. No matter how much you love this person, you're holding back the love. Okay, I feel you're holding back the love, but you're choosing to withdraw all your investment from someone out here who's kept you on hold for a very long time. You've been longing for this person, waiting for things to move on to the next level, but guess what? It didn't happen, all right? So you fought and fought and fought for this connection, but now you're just giving up, okay? Because this person out here, A, is very manipulative, okay? They tend to abuse their power. They tend to abuse their position. They tend to take advantage of the person. They tend to manipulate the other person, okay? Because you're dealing with someone who's very, very intelligent, okay? Could be another Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But again, I do feel for a lot of you, you do have the love for this person out here. You do, all right? But I feel that you have mastered your emotions. You've mastered your emotions and you've come to a realization where it's wiser and it's best not to open up about your emotions and keep it to yourself. Okay? Because this person out here is always up to no good. Alright? There's a lot of nonsense from this person and you're like, I'm fed up. So there's a lot of giving up energy from your side. Now, what is happening in the future is that I do see an opportunity here, okay, where someone wants to come towards you with an opportunity. Could be a new person, could be the old person, we'll find out. Try for the Page of Pentacles. I feel there's someone out here who wants to have an opportunity with you. This person here is daydreaming about you, wanting to reach out to you. But I do feel they're still daydreaming. They're still fantasizing. They're wanting to invest into you. Alright, wanting to take things to the next level here. But there's a lot of procrastination. That's like the Page of Pentacles. One more card, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, see, there is love coming in. But guess what? There's love coming in, guys. But you are not in it. You're just not interested, guys. There is love coming in. And for a lot of you, you're going to have a choice. And the choice is going to be, do you want old love? Or do you want this old person back who is ready to approach you? Or do you want someone new? But you are not approachable, guys, Libra. You're not approachable at all. You're going to be so bitter by the time this person comes in, right? There is an opportunity here where the things are going to be in your favor. The wheel is going to be turning in your favor. Luck is going to be on your side. And there is this person who's coming back around here. So guys, what I'm getting here is that there is someone out here who is coming back around. Okay, this person out here is going to come towards you with a new opportunity here. Very immature person out here. So if you're looking for a straightforward commitment, I'm not going to be letting you get your hopes up. It won't be commitment, but it is a new opportunity. This person here, you have a lot of chemistry with. Okay, they are wanting to be loyal this time around here. Okay, they're wanting to invest their time into you, to put in their energies into you. They're trying to turn their entire dream into reality of wanting to take things to the next level with you. Alright? But the thing is that what I don't like is that they're still coming back unchanged. When I say unchanged, is they're still not ready to change their approach, change the way they have been approaching the situation. With the death in reverse out here, someone who you've had an ending with, you may have ended things with them, but they're not letting you go. Okay, so there's this connection is close from ending. Dealing with someone out here who's very toxic, okay? So they want to do the same thing over and over again, very rigid, someone who resists a lot of changes, okay? Till they don't make that change in them, they are going to try and keep repeating the cycle, and they're going to keep you in the slope. Okay, so be very, very careful about whenever you get communication from this person out here, okay? So yeah, and I had 3 calls in between of the reading, so there are a lot of delays out here. Okay, 3 times. I've not had this in any reading. I had 3 calls in between, and I had to do your reading in bits and pieces. So there are a lot of delays. So you need to wait out a little more before this communication comes in. All right, and hopefully they'll change, or hopefully they have changed when they come back. Okay, so what I'm getting out here is that this person out here now wants to offer you a lot more than they did in the past. They want to take a leap of faith, but it's a lack of confidence and that change of approach, which is still in their existing energies. Okay, so if you're waiting for your ex to come back, there they are. Alright, so I hope this reading resonates. Leave your comments below, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.